What's poppin' party people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl D. I don't know where that just came from. I just felt this overwhelming feeling of I need to sigh. The to be continued. This is where we are. I actually have been meditating on this video. I am sending you guys a lot of love. I don't know how else, I don't even know how to start. First, let's do a check, time check. 2:22. Whoa. Is that showing? 2:22. May 7th, 2020. We still here. We still good. We're still alive. Wherever you are watching this, I hope that you and your family are doing well. I tried to actually record a video prior to this. You know, I had on, it was actually the day that I took this picture, and I had on bright colors, and I just felt a little bit more lighter. My spirit was in a different place. Not in a bad place, but in a different place. But when the video was recorded, it just didn't feel right. The vlog I'm referring to, first of all, check my description box below. I'll post the link. If you haven't watched that vlog, go watch this vlog. It was around the idea or the topic of the coronavirus, COVID-19, quarantine, all of the above. I wanted just to have the conversation with you, the viewer, of how are you? Like, how are you really? I know right now is a difficult time for many of us. We're all living and existing in this pandemic together, which is why I felt like here I am making this vlog, and I got the adrenaline going, and I have all these questions, and I have all this anxiety, and I have all these thoughts. Let me just get this next video out and just see what happens. My nails though, my nails though. Woo. Let me get this out there and then take it from there. But that didn't feel real to me. It felt like physically I was showing up to the video, but emotionally and mentally I was not really there. I hope you're following me. It's probably all types of weird already, the whole zhuzh of this video. Man, listen, it's May 7th at 2 a.m. and I'm like, let me just throw on this hoodie and get this video going. I've been being pushed to like speak. I have been sitting on these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions, this message for a long time. I feel like, not that it's time to speak, but I definitely feel like now is when I feel the most grounded. Even though my energy still feels a little bit discombobulated, feels a little scattered. I think it's just the pressure of me wanting to release this load, release whatever I'm feeling on my heart. And now I'm getting a little bit emotional. I don't even know why. But releasing this knot in my throat that feels blocked. Why am I getting emotional? Where's the words? I don't know. Just quick rewind. Did the vlog. Watch below. And it's just a really interesting time to be alive right now. It's a trying time, mainly. In a world of confusion, a world of fear, a lot of scattered energy, thoughts, feelings. You don't really know how to ground yourself most times. And some days you want to be love and light and you want to be just an energetic boost for most people. Other days you don't. And I feel like today I want to be that person, but I still want to be true to my feelings and what I'm feeling. because I'm not exactly sure where this heavy feeling is coming from if and when this video is released, because I will be releasing this video tomorrow. If you all would feel the same way. A month ago, I did not think we'll be where we are today. I didn't think that we'd all still be in quarantine. I mean, I did think that. That's for the next part of the video, but I didn't think that we'd all just be dying. And I don't only mean literally. I feel this feeling to change, to transcend, to shift. I feel like the way I was thinking and feeling and moving hasn't been working. And that could be why when I recorded the other video, which I may drop clips in here, I really don't know. I recorded it and I never looked back. But I guess when I recorded that video, that didn't really seem and feel true to myself. And I feel like right now, this is as real as it can get. So here we are, continuing the conversation of the new world. It's a new world. It's an interesting world. It really is a time. It's an interesting time, to say the least. For the most part, in quarantine, I've been well. I want to just jump back to a part in my video where I briefly mentioned that I was feeling ill. I've also taken some notes in my phone because it just helps to reference sometimes. March 22nd, which if I'm not mistaken was it's May, a Sunday. My job actually closed and we moved work remotely, like most of the country, which I really feel to be, come on now, between my allergies and that little cry I just had, it's just calm down. It's interesting how with a pandemic, people are now granted the opportunity to work from home and to be with their children, with their families, which I think is a bonus or benefit, minus the actual virus and sickness and illnesses that also exist. My job, actually, we transferred everything remotely, and no later than 2 days, I was sick. You know, when it first dawned on me that I was sick, I didn't think it was like the coronavirus. You know, because like, who's really thinking it's the coronavirus, even though that's what's in the air. That particular day, that Sunday, I went to the supermarket to just stock up on some goods because I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be home or whatever. Let me just stock up and get some things for my house. And as I'm walking home from the supermarket by my lonesome, I'm like, okay, it's getting a little bit chilly, but it's not that cold, but I'm like freezing. And then I'm just like, okay, gotta get home. But first, I stopped by my uncle's house to make sure he's okay, because I'm like, you know, I'll probably be home for a few days. I don't know what may happen. Let me check in, bring him some food as well. Go to his house, I bring him some food. I come back in the house, and I'm like, I don't really feel too good. Thinking it's allergies. Let's sleep it off. Fast forward now to Monday, 23rd. Coughing comes into play. A lot of mucus comes into play. Sneezing a little bit. And I'm like, okay, this could definitely be allergies. Now we fast forward throughout the day. It's not lighting up. It's not even like getting a little bit better. So I'm just like, okay, what's going on here? What's really good? So I waited out. I think I took ibuprofen at that time because I had like a slight headache, and I actually wasn't doing the whole Tylenol thing. Tylenol prior to now, I felt never worked for me. So I'm like, ibuprofen it up, took a little Advil or 2 or 3. And I'm like, let me just chill it out. And then I think about 6 hours later into the day, I'm like, let me pop a Zyrtec, because allergies are not lighting up. Like, what's going on? Nothing's happening. Nothing's getting better between the headache, this, that, and the other. Cool. Right before bed, I get this feeling of a fever mixed with this really intense headache. So I'm just like, bruh, don't tell mom. She's gonna freak. So I'm like, you know what? Another ibuprofen. Pops it, I lay down. And I'm like, it's gonna go away. But the fever would not. Like, it would not it would just not, like, I could not. I want to say my fever didn't break for like a day and a half. It wasn't until like Tuesday evening, like late into Tuesday, after I practically was trying to sleep it off throughout the day, is when my fever actually broke. And I was like, what is going on? Still didn't dawn on me that I'm just like, probably, you know, got a little virus going. All in all, I'm just like, I don't really want to get, you know, go get tested. I don't want to go outside. Between Tuesday evening and Thursday, it was just body ache and fever and headache and cough and chills and this annoying eye pain. If you guys are feeling sick from, I want to say maybe like last year, November-ish, up until March-ish, did you experience this like aggravating eye pain? Like, under normal circumstances now, my phone is incredibly dry, right? Yeah, that's that. So it wasn't until I got sick that my phone wants to go off. Like, everyone's calling, everyone's texting, and I'm just like, what do y'all want? Like, I feel like shit. I make this post on my Instagram because I just feel like social media gets the message out faster than writing some massive group text that I absolutely can't stand. I just don't like group chats anymore. It's just too much for me. But anyway, I write a text and I'm just like, not feeling good, can't get back to y'all, love you, but please leave me alone. Without saying that I felt like shit, I felt like shit. Again, if you had this like aggravating, irritating, headache activating eye pain, please let me know down below in the comments. Like, I really felt like my eyeballs were gonna pop out of my face, land in my eyes and my hand, and look back at me like, bro, we like, I really thought my eyes were just gone. I think I also prayed and I was like, look, if I lose my vision tonight, I hope we're gonna be all right. Because I never envisioned me going blind. But if that was the feeling of what it feels like before you go blind or something, I'm really grateful, like, for my sight, because I could not keep my eyes open longer than like 10 minutes at a time. The light, the TV, which I rarely even watch, computer, any type of light to my eye, sunlight, was just blowing my mind. Like, I thought my head was gonna pop off. So I was just like, yeah, we can't do this. We gotta cut this off. So then I had the runny nose and I had the mucus, and I'm always one that if I feel mucus like excessively in my throat, I'm coughing it up. I don't swallow my mucus. I don't do any of that. It's just, I used to get beat for it. But aside from that, it's just a nasty feeling. So as I inhale, right? Nasty. Anyway, and I'm just like, bruh, what is going on? And then my appetite was like non-existent. Like, my mom was forcing me, because she made like soup for me, I think on Wednesday, which at that point I was feeling sick for a full 3 days now, but I started feeling it 4 days prior. By the third day, I knew I was sick. And then I was like, Ma, I don't feel good. I had to tell her the truth because I was just like not getting out of bed. I had to go shower and then like lay back down. I did not want anything to eat, nothing to drink. The whole symptom of like the no smell and no taste, I don't really recall smelling anything, but I don't really remember at this point. The no tasting, I didn't really want to eat, but when I did eat, I didn't taste much. So it was just like, but I also lacked an appetite. So it was just all in the same. But all those symptoms balled into one. Whatever I'm feeling right now, my chest was aching, shortness of breath. I'm just like, whatever this is right now, please pass. Just let it pass. I'm taking my vitamins, I'm doing my at-home remedies, steams and all this, that, and the other. And I'm just trying to like clear my lungs and like clear the congestion as much as humanly possible, while also trying to rest, drink lots of fluids. Couldn't really do the whole eating thing, but I'm forcing myself to eat. And I'm forcing. But I just felt like within that week, and it wasn't until like the next Sundays when I actually felt the best I felt in a week. Like, it was a week of just like, bruh, what is this? You know? So that was that. And then I don't think I went outdoors for another week afterwards, because I'm just like, I need to still nurse myself back to health, make sure I'm doing okay, make sure I'm still staying with somebody else, anyone in my house or outside and, you know, whatever. So I did do the whole 14-day quarantine thing and stayed in my house and like isolated myself. I didn't really feel too moved to go to the hospital or to urgent care or to see any doctors for like testing. That's just not my zhuzh. I was just like, you know, I'm just gonna stay and see if I can do some at-home remedies to get myself better. And by the grace of God, a week later, I was feeling better. I did feel sick. And then that's when I had to go out for an emergency, a family emergency, and that's where that vlog came from. I was walking amongst the outdoors and the people a good 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks after I felt sick, if I'm doing my math correctly. It was actually 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? 1, 2. So it was actually 1 day short of 3 weeks that I was in the house, didn't go outside, just stayed in and rested and so on and so forth. Am I counting that right? Hold on a second. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Oops. It was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. 1. Yes, it was 2 weeks. Woo! That was even math. It was just difficult looking at the calendar and also looking at when I went outside. Anyway, it was 2 weeks of just nursing and sheltering and sneeze. Hey! Bless you. But yes, allergies is still going strong. That was a very interesting time again, because it was like, if I didn't feel the virus existed, after feeling that, whatever that was, that made me a believer. That made me feel like, okay, yes, virus is real, feelings are real, symptoms are real. But I also did not want to overwhelm my body with stress and anxiety and scare myself into thinking that it will definitely get worse for me, even though for some people it did get worse. Some people didn't have the advantage of getting better and feeling better and being outside and walking and having the ability to breathe the way that I did as soon as I did. So I'm very grateful that I did feel much better. But all in all, I still have my feelings about not the virus itself, but more so how we're handling it. I feel like the way that we're handling life right now is just very anxiously and very fearful. And the fact that I knew and I believed that I was going to get better, and I pushed myself, no matter how much I don't think my body was gonna make it through, I took care of myself and I listened to myself and I paid attention to myself and said, you know what, you don't feel well, rest. You don't want to eat, do what you can just to get something in your system. But also, prior to the coronavirus or just feeling sick or anything else, it's about making a lifestyle change. It's about making a conscious decision to say, I don't have the best routine. I don't take care of myself well enough. You have to take care of yourself. You have to release these unhealthy habits and unhealthy thought patterns as well, because under normal circumstances, with the virus being at the height that it's at and the amount of deaths and people that have lost their lives to the virus, that did nothing more but fuel me afterwards to take better care of myself even more, and not taking it lightly and not just saying to myself that I'm invincible and that I have the best health in the world, because I don't. You know, the healthiest of people can also have their life taken from them whenever, wherever. It doesn't even have to be from the virus. You know, people are just dying right now, and it's not solely because of the virus. It's not solely because of the fact that they didn't quarantine or they did quarantine. Life is just going to be what it is. Death is inevitable. Things are going to have to change. In first experiencing what I experienced with feeling sick, following up to it and up to this moment is where this feeling of releasing things that are blocking me and the fear and this negative energy that a lot of us are sitting in, a lot of us aren't acknowledging it. And it's not solely because of quarantine. It's not only because of the coronavirus. It's the fact that we haven't had any time, because I know I haven't had any time to just sit and be still. I haven't had any time to just be with myself, by myself, and say to myself, what is not working? health-wise? What is not working financially? What is not working mentally? What is not working emotionally? What is not working spiritually? And really working on fixing those things. And it wasn't up until being forced into quarantine, being forced by myself, being forced to take off from work, is when I said to myself, okay, I have to fix this, that, and the other. With now having this time, taking out the virus and the panic of the world and the pandemic itself, because this disease, this virus, this whatever is existing, this negative, deadly energy that's existing amongst us is something that I cannot control. But it has literally pushed me into isolation. And if I take out the death and the physical and the flesh, I cannot be more grateful that I was like sat down in a way that I even was sick, bounced back, and was able to say, okay, cool. Now you have time to do what you have wanted to do for X amount of years, X amount of months, X amount of days, X amount of seconds. If that means just resting because you want to, just do it. If that means talking to your loved ones, laughing and joking about whatever you see, whatever is just making your spirits lighter, just do it, you know? And that's one thing I'm grateful for. I can't stress enough that I wanted this time. I wanted this time to do a little bit of something and a lot of bit of nothing. I wish in the process, people that were close to me didn't die. I wish in the process, I didn't have to also be so still and stuck enough to watch people close to me still in the process of dying. I think that made sense. I hope that made sense. To witness people slowly die in front of you is a different kind of letting go process. And in this experience, in this now, in this day, I'm still having to let go and relinquish all this desire to control my circumstances and my outcome, because I can't do that. I am in no control of what happens to me, of what happens to you, of what happens to my loved ones, to your loved ones. I'm in no control. You're in no control of that. We are not in control. And all we can do right now is just allow ourselves to let go, to release what's not working, to heal from things that we need to heal from, whether it be physically and giving ourselves time to heal, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, like all of those things, just heal from it, just to have a healthier self, like a better self. Because in the process of me healing so many other sides of myself, my old self would have freaked out when I got sick. My old self would have probably caught anxiety attack after anxiety attack after anxiety attack and just panicked at any thought. You know, I'm not really watching the news knowingly. Like, my mom watches the news and I live with my mother. So, you know, I may hear the news and I may tell her to turn it off because sometimes it's just too much. Not for me, but for her, because I know there's power in filtering what you consume, but there's also an energy in the space that you're in when that's in your field. And as much as I'm active on social media, I'm also not. So I may see certain things. Other than that, I try to filter out what I see, just for the sake of the fact that I don't want to be consumed with watching things or stumbling across things that's going to send me into a spiral. That's one thing that I don't want to do, not knowingly at least. Just being in the now is just so important to me, because if you were to ask me back in March when I felt sick, if I thought I was gonna live, I am not kidding you. There were days when I'm like, I cannot take this. I don't know what's happening to my body. I felt like my body was attacking itself. And I just kept saying, listen, if this is what it is what it is. And just making peace with the fact that this is what comes with it. This is what happens. How it happens, you never know. When it happens, you never know. But this is what happened. This is what happens. But thankfully, I'm out of that. And thankfully, I'm better. And when I thought about this video, I just wanted to speak about what's in me, to let out of me, and to release this energy that's just overbearing on all of us. And once I release that heavier energy, then bringing in something lighter, bringing in something more light. This topic is sensitive. This topic is heavy. This topic is hurtful for a lot of people. A lot of people are angry and hurting and afraid and don't know what's next on many scales. So it's a very sticky situation. And that's why I sat on it. Sat on even just releasing my energy out into the world, but still wearing pink and still sending my love. Still sending my love to you. Still sending all the love to you, but still respecting your views and still respecting that not everyone is in the space that I'm in. Not everyone can understand how I feel. Not everyone is feeling as deep as I am or feeling as shallow. I don't know. It's a lot of layers that I wanted to uncover and I wanted to release safely in the hopes that you receive that it's not to take lightly, but also not to just let it consume you. Not to let this time consume your thoughts, consume your worries, consume your mind, consume your body, consume your soul. We have to release these things. Let it out. There's a full moon tonight. Release it. When this video drops, there's a full moon, bro. Let it go. Release all of the worry, all of the stress, all of the anxiety, all of the negativity. If it's not building you up, because right now we don't have a second more to waste. If it's not building you up, let it go. If you have things on your heart, on your chest, let it out. If it's a person, let them know. If it's your place of work, let them know or let it go. That person too, let them go too. If it's just not resonating with where you want to be in these upcoming months, because 2020, as heavy as it is, it's May. We may or may not see the next day. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it out. Release it. Whatever's on your heart, release it. Whatever's on your mind, release it. Any outdated thoughts, views, emotions, let it out. Release. Love on yourself enough to say, I've had enough of being anxious. I've had enough of being sad. I had enough of being scared. I have a family that I need to build or love on or create. Whatever it is, I have a business that I want to create. I have a project that I know I'm just the shit at. And is that the right word? I have a thought or an idea. Nope. I have a thing that I'm really good at. And I want to share that with the world, because the world needs more great things right now. Let me release that and put that out there and just let all that goodness come back into me. You just never know. But I just wanted to share that part of me with y'all because I'm ready to step into all of it. So my heater's starting up and it has this weird noise when it does start up. I'll wait. One last time before we end. I say that to say, with this energy, if you guys are feeling like whatever I'm feeling, because it's 3 a.m. and I'm up, it's a lot. There's a lot of restless souls, like it's a lot of anxious energies, it's a lot of sadness, it's a lot of worry, it's a lot of hate, it's just a lot of lowness, low vibes that we need to elevate and bring higher. We definitely need to work on that together, and I'll start by personally releasing that with you guys. And in doing so, I also wanted to wait until the end of the video to do this. So now that we're at the end of the video, I wanted to share with you guys some offerings, rather, which is the same thing, sharing, offering, what I've been doing with my quarantine time, and in hopes that if you haven't tried it, if you're not doing it, give it a try, give it a go, and just see if it just makes you feel better. What you gotta lose? You got time. They may open back up the city May 15th. They may not. I don't know, but you got enough time. So, I mean, we all probably been doing this, but I have been resting. I've been recharging. I've been rejuvenating. Just a lot of because under normal circumstances, when I wanted to rest, when I wanted to recharge or just take time to retreat, I wouldn't do it. I.e. my job. I'll take time off, but I'm just a really hard worker, and I would just go above and beyond and work and work and work. Or at home, I'll just do so much. or for my family and my friends. If I could, I would. And now it's like, if I can't, I just can't. Like, I need to rest. I need time for me. I need to reset and recharge and replenish my body, because I was really sick and I didn't think I was going to get better. So rest. If you need the time to rest, rest. Get closer to yourself. Like, really know yourself. Put your phone down, people. Like, pick up, I don't want to say a book, but like, if that's your thing, pick it up, you know? Pick up some shampoo and conditioner. Wash your hair, you know? Take more baths. Like, really just soak and release all the toxins and like the stress. Let all that go. I don't want to say sit in it, but like, sit in it. Take some time. I've been meditating. I'm really big on meditating. I'm equally as big on meditating as I am on therapy. So either or, that's also part of recharging and reflecting and rejuvenating. Get some therapy in. Talk to some people. If you can't talk to an actual psychologist or a psychiatrist, whatever it is, to get your mental health in order, financially just not in your, you can't do it, you know, talk to a friend, talk to your family, talk to me, talk to your girl. Okay, you're watching this video, so you're familiar with me enough. You got my Instagram. In the comment section below, talk to me. Get some things off your chest. Let it go. Release it, mama. Release it. Let it out. Let it out. Just let it out. I've also picked back up on yoga, which has been really hard because I haven't been stretching and stuff. Like, ooh, yoga's a lot on the body, but it's also to balance out things internally as well. A large part of yoga is meditation, is aligning yourself. It's not solely just about stretching and flexing your limbs, which is a big part of it, which is the hard part, but it's also about balancing and aligning yourself with the universe and letting gravity do what it's supposed to do and letting your body do what it's supposed to do and not going against it. And that's been an experience too. I just skip some days sometimes, but you know, I'll stretch if I can't do yoga, but like, I'll do something to get my body moving and not just sitting still and letting this tension and this stress like build up in my body, because it all goes to my back, my neck, my shoulders, my head. A lot of my stress is like in my upper body, and I'm just like, no, that ain't cute. But also realigning and like identifying things that stand true to me. You know, my character, my morals, my integrity, my values. Really like identifying those things and staying true to those things, and also saying like what doesn't work for me and what's not really who I am and what really is who I am, and making sure those things align properly and I'm living in my truth and not just putting out what I actually don't practice. I'm really practicing these things and letting these things really build me up to a better self. And that's why when I thought about making the initial video, as good as I looked or whatever, I was just like, no, bear yourself, be true to yourself. And right now, this is what I do. It's like 3 in the morning, and if I can't sleep, I'll put on some music, or I'll just have like just something soft playing. I will write, I will stretch, I will do something to really get me in a calmer, more grounded space and energy, which has really helped me like tremendously. So I would really offer that to you. I've also been working. I mean, still have my job, so I work remotely, and then also tapping into my creativity. I, in the past, did not take myself seriously enough, and if you have gotten this far in this video, you take me seriously enough. So I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the dedication to get from start to finish. So I am now also pushing myself to those same heights, and I am pushing myself to put myself out there and make myself heard and make myself seen, and whoever needs to see me will, whoever doesn't, they won't. But believing that being diligent, being dedicated, and working will get me where I need to get. So if you got something, like I said, you're sitting on, or you need support in, let me know. I'll support you. If you got a brand, if you got a business idea, if you got a thought, if you have anything that you're sitting on, release it. Give birth to that baby, boo. Let go of that other stuff. Let go what you're sitting on. Release all that stuff into into the space, because this is our space. We're the consumers. Let us have it. You'll get the support back. Just believe in yourself and just keep working at it. I'm gonna hold myself equally accountable. So I hope if you're watching this right now, you've already subscribed, because we got more content coming, boo. We got more things coming. Like it's about that time. It's about that time. I also am working on being realistic. I used to be really idealistic about things, and not like in like a super optimistic way, nor am I being like pessimistic, but finding that balance of this is our new normal. You know, there's been adjustments to my life, and as sticky as it felt walking into this field and being like, what's gonna happen? I also was like, stickiness kind of grounds you. It keeps you, that adhesiveness keeps you grounded. It keeps you stuck, but not stagnant. It just keeps you molded and keeps you rooted in saying like, even though my normal has changed, I could do some things with it, you know? I've really been connecting to my family more, my friends more. If I've spoken to you, you know, my energy hasn't shifted. If I haven't, I still love you. But it's just being realistic that everyone's going through something right now. And it may be good or maybe bad. And if we connect, we connect. And if we don't, we don't. But I respect that this is our new normal. And I have to be real in understanding that not everyone is where I am, or I'm not where they are. We're just on two different pages sometimes. Understanding that this is what's it right now. And just making the best of what we got. We're doing the best of what we have. Don't take it personal if someone you're looking for is not looking for you, or if you can't get through to somebody. Just be patient. Just part of my next offer. But just be patient, just be still, be realistic with yourself, but don't trap yourself in this like outlandish state of worry and scarcity and what's next and where, because that doesn't get you anywhere. Even if things were to even try to get back to where they used to be, it really is almost impossible. So let go of that outdated belief that you are the center of the universe, because right now, even that looks a little bit crooked. So I don't know, but I'm just being realistic, and I think we just all need to be the same way. Don't get too happy or too sad, or just take it easy. People, take it easy. I also wanted to offer what I call the 3 P's. So practice, patience, and prayer. I actually took the time right after I got sick to write down some practices that I wanted to do. And it's not like, oh, be productive, be productive. It was more like, I just wanted to work on these things. I knew I had the time to do it, and I was now physically feeling better. So it's like holding myself accountable to make do with the time that I had. I wrote some practices down. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been working on them. Resting and yoga and meditation and keeping in contact with people if and when I can, but also just taking time for me. That's been important to me. So I've been doing it. Practicing patience. I lack it a lot. So I've just been going with the flow of things. Where's it going? I don't know. We're going to figure it out when we get there. But until we do, we're just going to go with the flow. So I've been going with the flow and just being patient and just saying to myself, you know what? Again, this is your new normal. Chill out. Be patient with yourself, with the universe, with God. Like that, things will work out for your greater good. And whoever's meant to be where you are will be where you are. Whoever's not, they're not any worse or any better than you are. It's just different journeys. I've lost people close to me, and they have lived full lives. And also watching people close to me be ill, and still being patient with them, and still taking the time I have with them and appreciating that time that I have with them. And also praying. Praying has done a lot for me in ways that I ask for the answers, I ask for the guidance. And when you ask, you receive. Sometimes it's quiet. It's real quiet when I pray. And I think that's just also telling me to just be still and be quiet and let it come to me. So I've just been praying. And I guess the last offering I could give is all in the same. Just live, just love, and just take care of yourself. Genuinely, and like, really take care of yourself. Take care of your life. Make healthier lifestyle adjustments, slowly but surely. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on others. There's a lot of things that we're all opening ourselves up to seeing and feeling. And a lot of us are evolving and elevating to a different level of consciousness that once you get there, you can't turn back. But in the same breath, you have to still live authentically. Live the life that's true to who you are all the time. That's what integrity is. That's what character is. You build that character by living with integrity and loving authentically, loving wholeheartedly. You may not like somebody today, and that's totally normal, but still loving them for who they are, loving them through the process, sending them love even though they're not near you, and just letting people be who they are while you still love and love on yourself. Like, still love on yourself in the process. Don't worry about how someone else is living their life, and don't let that consume you. Really take care of yourself. Like, take care of yourself. Take your vitamins. If you got natural, organic, homeopathic remedies, that's your thing, do it. If you like the regular Western medicine and pharmaceutical drugs, and that's your thing, but healthy usage, do that too. But take care of yourself, Make sure that you're building yourself up physically, but also taking that same exterior and outer layer and feeding that internal health. Like, your mental health right now is so important. People are mean right now. People are scared right now. People are really fearful and really doubtful. And sometimes still telling someone I love you, still telling someone I'm there for you, still saying thank you and please and you're welcome, even if someone is standing too close to you. There's a way to say politely, move back. Like, people are just really different right now, and you'll start to see the difference in people. You'll start to be able to distinguish the good from the bad, the positive from the evil, and use your discernment. Don't just be all high and mighty to where you don't realize you're not the only one. We're all going through this together. But please take care of yourself, because the more you take care of you, people will mirror that back to you. And they'll see you taking care of yourself. They'll see you taking care of others. And that's just a good way to live in a time where living right now is a gift. Living right now is like roulette. You don't even know when it's your time to go. And especially right now with the circumstances, we don't know what's happening. We're under attack. It's a lot going on, and you just gotta armor up, take care of yourself, self-preservation, protect yourself, but don't forget to live, don't forget to love, and just be kind to yourself. And I wanted to say thank you if you've gotten this far. I don't know if I will have heavy videos all the time. I just know that I'm all for uplifting and empowering and spreading my love and my light and my wisdom. And when I feel called to do so, I'll do it. I really feel like this video is what's gonna go up. My package will be delivered today. Ooh, look what happens when you give, you receive. My package is being delivered today. I didn't even know it. And if it's the package that I hope is coming, I'm really excited, because as I'm speaking about what I have in store and it not always being as heavy and sometimes draining, I still want to bring that, that part of me. That's also a part of me, but this is also a huge part of me. I am a woman of depth, woman of substance. I'm strong. I'm a strong Black woman. Roar, I'm a lion. All those things being said, I thank you. I appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked all that I said. I hope it all made sense. I'm really just coming off the dome. I got a big dome, so we're gonna say what we're gonna say. But like this video, it'll spread the word just from your beautiful like. As many views as I get, you can like it. I hope this gets to you and you're in great health, you and your family, you and your loved ones, you and your friends. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe to Z got juice. Ooh, that's me. The fat, that's me too. And if you aren't new, turn on your bell notifications, because I'm finna have a bunch of things dropping, mad things pop, locking, and dropping. So stay tuned for more content. I hope this reaches you. You receive my love. You'll take it in. You'll love yourself. You'll hug yourself. You'll love others' views equally. Shout out to Karaja for this sweater. Actually, shout out to my old boo because he gave it to me, and I actually forgot that I had this sweater, and I love this sweater. It's one of my faves. I like the message. The sleeve actually says, what? Why my book falling? Is that a sign? Whoa. The sleeve, why did that book fall? It's so far from me. Anyway, the sleeve says, agree to disagree. So I just love the whole concept, and I thought it just fit the video. Still love my yellow fit because I was looking fire, but I think this is me, the hoodie. I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, I'm maxing. So that's that. This is probably gonna be a really long video, so I hope you guys liked it. I probably got little dust things flying around now since that book fell, but or it's probably been flying around. Anyway, like this video. Like I said, I enjoy you, I love you, I appreciate you, I thank you for watching. Comment below some things, just whatever's on your mind right now. How are you? How are you? Like, really, how are you doing right now? What energy are you existing in, and where do you want to elevate to? What are you releasing? What are you letting go tonight? Because the moon is full, and we finna let go some stuff so we could bring in the newness, and we could just create a new cycle, because things are ending, and that when things end, we know what happens. New stuff comes after. You feel me? What are you letting go? I am actually going to be journaling in my book of gratitude given by my homegirl Cheryl. So I love this. I also recommend that if you're a big journaler like me, you also, aside from your journal, should have a book of manifestations, a book of gratitude, a book of practices and things that you can look back on opposite of your journal and your thoughts that you just kind of lay down, but also have a book that you're just showing your thanks, meanwhile manifesting some new and fresh things. So I'm finna book some books. I'm finna release some things so I can manifest some things. And again, if you haven't subscribed upon this side to my YouTube channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, I love you, I thank you, and turn on those notifications, share this video, and that's about it. We finna get to writing. So I love you for watching. Blah, 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 blah. Calm down, sis. I love you for watching. I thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. I love you, I love you, I love you.